Hello and welcome to yet another video of Cornerstones of Math. Today I am back with probability problem after a long time since the last one. So let's get right on to it. There exist 2n cards with numbers 1 to 3 up to 2n written on them. So we have even number of cards, and suppose you randomly draw 2 cards and let A and B be the numbers written on those cards. Here A is the lesser one and B is the greater one between those two. What is the probability that B is greater than twice the value of A? Alright, so we want this probability of B being greater than 2A, and let's write this probability as Pn because it may depend on n, which is related to the total number of cards, 2n. By the very definition of probability, Pn is the number of cases where B is greater than 2A divided by total number of cases. And let's start with the denominator first. The total number of cases is the number of possible ways to draw 2 cards from 2n cards. So it is 2n choose 2, which is 2n minus 1 divided by 2, which is n times 2n minus 1. Next, the number of cases where B is greater than 2A. First, let's think about the possible values of A, the smaller number between the two. We know that maximum value of B is 2n, the number of cards. Therefore, when B is greater than 2A, we have A less than n. This means that A can have values ranging from 1 to n minus 1. Now suppose that A has a specific value within this range. Suppose that A equals k, where k can be natural number from 1 to n minus 1. Let us think about the possible values of B in this case. Since B is greater than 2A, which is 2k in this case, the possible values for B are 2k plus 1, then 2k plus 2, and so on, all the way up to the maximum value of 2n. So the number of possible values for B is the maximum value 2n minus the minimum value 2k plus 1, then plus 1. So B can have 2n minus 2k values. This is only for the case when A equals k. Since k can have values from 1 to n minus 1, the number of cases where B is greater than 2A can be obtained by adding up this probability from k equals 1 to k equals n minus 1. So for the first term, we have 2n multiplied by n minus 1, then minus 2 times the summation of k, and using the sum of natural numbers formula, we have 2n n minus 1 minus 2 times n minus 1 over 2. So we have n times n minus 1. Therefore, the probability that B is greater than 2A is n minus 1 divided by n 2n minus 1. So we have n minus 1 over 2n minus 1. If we take a closer look on this expression, we can notice several things. First, if n equals 1, then we have P1 equals 0, which is quite obvious if you think about it. Next, Pn can be also expressed as 1/2 times 2n minus 2 divided by 2n minus 1. And here let's write the numerator as 2n minus 1 minus 1. So we have 1/2 times this part gives 1, so we have 1 minus 1 over 2n minus 1. This means that as n increases, Pn also increases. That is, Pn is an increasing sequence. Finally, speaking of the sequence, we can take limit where the number of cards becomes infinitely large. And you can easily notice that the value of the limit is 1/2. This is the graphical visualization of the probability, and as you can see, the probability starts from 0, then increases, eventually approaching 1/2. And that was all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video.